This is a new idea. What I do is I bring this cart with me wherever I go. Like right now I'm going to a store. I just left my apartment. I just woke up. It's morning. I'm just going to the store and back. But I bring this with me. The idea is I hand out a water bottle, a granola bar, maybe in the future even a pizza. But that's just to get you to come. Once you're here, I bring up this class action lawsuit. There's a class action lawsuit, and it's against the province, and instead of going after every children's aid, they're going after the province and the allegation is that they failed to inform Crown wards about their right to file a claim with the Criminal Injuries Compensation Board. The idea is that there's a theme with this government, not telling families about unmarked graves. The Every Child Matters now, not telling Crown wards about their right to file a claim with just look at it like this. Just look at it like this. You have a victim of a violent crime. The victim can sue the perpetrator. But if the perpetrator doesn't have money, then you can't sue. Well, the government, they created a board. And it makes the government look good. They have a board, they got money. And it's for those situations when you know, like if you're a victim of a violent crime, but so anyways, they got a board, they got the money, but they don't do a good enough job telling the citizens. Now, it's just to make them look like that they care about victims of violent crimes. So anyways, they don't do a good enough job telling these regular citizens, but these people aren't under their care, but these kids, these Crown wards were. So that's what they're being sued. So this class action is very large, very big, because they're not suing for abuse and neglect. No, and you would, let's say you have someone and you don't believe they were abused. You go, I just don't believe this person was abused in care. Well, believe this. They were abused by mom and dad. That's why they went into care. And the idea is this. You're abused by mom and dad. They should go to this board. As soon as you become a Crown ward, have the money collecting interest. Let's say you become a Crown ward at the age of 9. They're supposed to go to this board that already exists for regular people, get that money, let it collect interest between the ages of 9 till 18, and then when you age out at 18, you should have about $50,000, and this would prevent the majority of kids age out and they they go to a homeless shelter for youth. Like, they don't have homeless shelters for youth in Timmins, but they do in Toronto. And what I look at the Children's Aid is what I see is this. Children's Aid themselves say that it's difficult for them to find families willing to take on the commitment of adoption. This is a big argument that bothers me, is they themselves say it's difficult for them to find families willing to take on the commitment of adoption. So if you know that, and then focus on the things that you can control. And what you can control is this. They should create new legislation. And what this new legislation would be is this. What I hate the most about the Children's Aid is that they take the child away from mom and dad. They know it's hard for them to find families willing to take on the commitment of adoption. What I hate is that they take the child away from mom and dad, but they only force the mom and dad to get help with their addiction, let's say, if it's that. They only force the mom and dad to get help with their addiction if they want the kid back. But that's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario in the majority of the cases, they don't want the kid back. They're addicts. They don't want the kid back. The kid doesn't get adopted. The kid ages out at 18 or 21. He doesn't have the adoption family to go back to. He only has the family that he came from that didn't even want him. And so what does he do? He ages out and he goes looking for them. And it can cause a lot of problems for them.
You know, the